I clicked on the wrong thing. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me for today for the cookie decorating session. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Karen. Oh, I'm so glad you made it today. I know you were not getting the reminders, so I'm glad you could be here. Hi, everyone. Hi, Julie. Hi, Heather. Ooh, I hope everything goes well at your physical therapy. Hi, Sally. Hello, June. Thank you for being here. Hi, Jeremy. So today, as you can see, I'm running solo. Hi, Camille. And from the preview, you could see that we are going to make, hi, Linda, Volkswagen Beetle Cookies. I want to ask those of you who are on the call, do you guys have Beetle car? Hello, Susan. I would love to have one, the original one, but they, I think they stopped making them in 2003, I think, after 65 years in production. And I did some research, and apparently it was a Hungarian student who designed the car. So it's just interesting. Oh, they are still popular in Brazil. Oh, yeah. Okay. So let me know. I also read that there are different names in different countries. People call them different, they have different names. Thanks, Judy. Thank you so much. So I'm going to bring up my camera here. Okay. And so this is the cookie that I will be decorating today. I got the cutter from, it's an N. Clark cookie cutter. And you can also find, actually, it's already up in my coffee shop. I put a live stream recap newsletter there. It's free, and you can find things that I'm going to be talking about today in live listed there, and also links to the tools and some of the tutorials we're going to talk about today. So it's in my coffee shop, and like I said, I am using N. Clark cookie cutter. It's not a huge cutter. I think it's like a really nice size cutter, and it's such a cute little car. So, okay, let's see. Oh, wow, your husband restores them. Wow, that's amazing. It must be so fun to see them restored. Can you guys guess without looking online? And I was really surprised because without looking, I wanted to make them red because I thought that the red is the most popular color. I guess because I see them on different postcards and stuff. But surprisingly, red is not the most popular color. Can you guys guess what color or what colors are the most popular? Oh, how do you pronounce that? Fusca? When you have a specific color, how to get that color? I bought a wheel color, but doesn't say which color you need to add. I'm not sure I'm following your question, Lorena. Maybe if you can specify, do you need help creating specific color with mixing? Actually, apparently yellow one, Sharon, is the least popular. The most popular is white and black. So boring, right? And then the third one was blue. So that's why yeah, yellow is not the one. I also thought yellow would be popular, and my husband as well. Yeah, everybody thinks yellow is popular, so we all got it wrong. But anyway, I'm gonna be doing the blue one, and let me just, if I can grab my template. So guys, I created this template. It's super easy to make. I also have this template available in my coffee shop. You can, let me see if I have a link here. Okay, okay, I do have a link to my coffee shop here. So I'm gonna put it in the comments. I'm just going to copy paste it. Okay, and so the template for the decorating template is there. It's super easy to make. You can see this is just cardstock, nothing fancy. You can also use Mylar if you have that. It's more durable. Do you cut out the fine lines with a pen knife? No. Actually, I use X-Acto. I use X-Acto because it just cuts right through. pen knife, I kind of save that for when I'm cutting out cookies, when I'm hand cutting cookies. I find that it's because of the way the blade is shaped on the pen blade knife, it's much easier to cut out cookies with it. All right, so let's go ahead and let's dive in. So I'm using edible marker here, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to trace the outlines onto the cookie here. So I guess nobody has the car. Somebody's husband is restoring the car. Okay, let's see. Yes, I need to get the magnets color, and I don't know which color I need to add. Well, magnets, you mean like black? They're just black, no? Or maybe you're looking for charcoal? So I guess the black is not cutting it. Maybe, I don't know, like what color are the magnets? Aren't they black? I would always assume that they are black. I don't know. So you can see I'm just going over the slits that I made. And the template is not perfect. Oh yeah, okay, that's a good idea. Maybe gunmetal. Yeah. Is it, Sally, is it from Americolor brand, or what brand is it? Can you help us? And I'm just using the marker, finishing the lines. The reason I have the slits in my template is so it doesn't fall out. If I cut everything through, it would just fall out. And here you've got yourself a cute little template. You could also, if you have an airbrush, if you're making a lot of these, you can just airbrush, and you will get the outlines there also using the airbrush. Oh, it's Americolor. So Americolor has food coloring that's called gunmetal. So maybe you can try and use that to create the color for your magnets. Okay. So now I'm gonna go ahead. Let's see. And I also need a paper towel. Just using a little bit of water here, just to have it damp. And I'm going to create depth with my black here. I'm just going to brush a little bit of black onto the window section here. And I'm using this flat brush here. And this is a great brush. It's from a set from Wilton. It's also listed in that Livestream recap newsletter. It comes, I think, in a set of 5 brushes, and I love those brushes. So you guys can check those out if you don't have those. So I actually dampened my brush in just a little bit of water, and I'm going to do some shading here with some white. So I'm going to bring my white, and I'm just going to pipe 3 lines on each window here. They don't have to be perfect. We're going to use smaller brush. You have 5? Wow. And a convertible. I am so jealous. And the buses, 2 buses. Where do you get that all? I guess is that your husband who is restoring, or are you the same Monica? Are you the Monica whose husband is restoring Beetles? That's amazing. I always look at them when the original ones, you seldom see them anymore, but if I do, I always stare at them. It's like, wow, they're so cool. Okay, so that's for the windows. Now we're going to do, okay, is this the right? I think this is the right. We're going to do, okay, let's see. Questions. Sorry, what color airbrush? Just brown. I would just use brown. You could try using yellow, but yellow and the color of the cookie, it may be hard to see, but I would just use brown. I think that would be ideal because it will give you some visibility of the guidelines. That's amazing, Monica. So now to prevent cratering, what I'm going to do, because these are such small sections, my tip is crusted. And those of you who are, what's happening here? Who are new to my, oh, have I misplaced my, okay. Let's make this opening slightly bigger. If you are new to my YouTube, not YouTube, YouTube channel, if you are watching on YouTube and also Facebook, don't forget to follow so you don't miss any more lives and all the cookie fun and also recipes that I share. Okay, and now for the black, let's do the black around here. And this line, what this is going to do, it's going to help mitigate that problem that sometimes we have with cratering when we are icing smaller sections. Now, after this is done, you can also do a dot of white here in the middle if you're worried that you're going to have cratering there. And now we're going to have to let this crust, okay? So that will take maybe 20 minutes or so. I already have one here that is crusted. Okay, so what that means, crusting means that the surface of the icing, it's kind of dry to the touch, but it's still wet underneath. But since I made these yesterday, these are fully dry. Okay, so now we're going to ice the cookie with blue. If I had a color chart, no, I don't understand. What do you mean? For this project, the blue I used, it's royal blue, and I added just a touch of black to get this nice color. Now, a reminder, those of you who are starting with tipless bags, this is a tipless bag. It has a seam. When cutting the tipless bags, I always like to find a seam, press it down the middle, and then cut straight across. You don't want to cut on an angle, you want to cut straight across. Okay. It's always better to make the opening smaller and then make it bigger. You can go from bigger to small. Okay, so let's start over here. Oh, one step I almost forgot. So if you go over the outlines of your windows, you can use this little thing here. And I'm just going to use my scribe and scratch the surface here. Okay, so that way you can see where you're piping. Now I'm gonna go around the windows first. And guys, I wanted to tell you I will be, we're gonna be doing lives on Wednesdays now, because Tuesdays is not, it's just not, Tuesday is not working for me at all. It's not a good day, so we're gonna try to switch it to Wednesdays. And you can see I'm just following the outline that I created with that edible marker. Now I'm going to increase the pressure. And you can see more icing is coming out. Now with this car, with this design, you can really have fun with it. If you want to, you can add some floral design to make it like more 60s hippie style. And now with my scribe, I'm just going to go around the windows first, because I want to make sure that that outline that I created around the window pane, it's not going to be visible. It's going to blend in with the remaining flood. And this is about 15-second consistency, guys. Those of you who are new to cookie decorating, you can find a full tutorial about consistencies on my blog. Okay, let's see from this side. Okay, I'm just going to smooth it here and there. Now, if you want, you could also do some wet on wet, which would be really nice. Every Wednesday or every other week. Every Wednesday. I'm gonna do it every Wednesday. No. So the window pane, you could do 15 or 10 seconds for window pane because it's easier to spread when it's thinner. Icing in these sections and tires and the white is about 20 seconds and flat 15 seconds. It's the base. Ooh, that's awesome, June. Okay, so now we're going to do, I believe this is my correct icing. I hope I am correct. Now for the, and kill me, this is the bumper. What's the thing about the around the? Is it the bumper? Correct me. I'm not a. I'd like to add a peace sign. Oh yeah, you could do that. Peace sign would be great. Yes, you could also do the peace sign as transfer if you're not confident enough to do it as wet on wet. You know, do it as transfer. Maybe you can pop it on either later, or if you have a dark peace sign, you could do it right now. All right. Oh no, I can't do the blue. I have to do the black. So let's see. So here is my black. So let's do the tires. So first I'm going to make 2 circles. You can see I'm lifting my piping bag slightly above the surface. This is going to give me a cleaner line. And we just want to go all around. When you're doing the cratering support, like I did here, it's important when you are smoothing the icing with a scribe that you don't go too deep into the icing with your scribe, because you can dislodge that icing, that support line, and that's not ideal. So I'm just going to agitate the icing and going to level on its own. Okay. My tire is a little wonky here. I see it on the side. So let's see if I can fix it. And here you can see it's a little uneven, so I'm going to take my, oh yeah, you could do tie-dye, absolutely. Oh yes, thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Savior. Oh, it's not coming off, Fender. So let's pick this little boo-boo here, okay? So this is a boo-boo stick. That's why it's called boo-boo stick, so we can fix little boo-boos. Okay. And I think I touched my icing here as I was trying to turn it. So now let's do the second one. You could even airbrush the piece. I mean, you could even airbrush this. Maybe you let it dry, airbrush whatever you want on it. You can, do so many things. It's such a versatile design. Okay. Oh, this one. I've got 2 blacks and I'm getting confused. Okay, let's do the first one here. Next week, I was looking, it's going to be 14th of June. I can't believe it, because I feel like Christmas is going to be here before we know it. And 14th of June, it's a Flag Day. But I don't think, I might do something. I don't know if I have time to do something Father's Day. Do you guys have any suggestions for next week? Let me know in the comments. So you can see this icing is not 15-second consistency. It's definitely thicker, so you want to make sure you use thicker icing. Like I said, 20 seconds or even 25 should be fine. And to make black, I prefer starting at least a day ahead, if possible, even a few days before I plan on using it. Resting really helps pigment to develop, and so you're gonna get nice deep color. All right, so now you're gonna have to let this crust again, okay? So I've got another one here. So this is all baked. This is dry, okay? Because I made these yesterday. But if it's crusted, it should be fine. You don't have to wait for it to dry completely before you do the next step. So I'm gonna go ahead and do See here, I didn't do the support for the white. It's okay. I'm not going to pile it up too much, so it should be fine. And my icing is also about 20 seconds here, this white one. So now I'm just going to kind of wiggle it around the edge so it fills in this circle. I made these years ago. I didn't have a cutter. I had to hand cut them all, and I made them in different colors, which was really fun, and they're colorful. So now we're going to do that fender. And I think my bag is open or something happened on the seam here. I feel like it's leaking. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. So now for the fender, I forgot to mention that for the fender, I'm using a lighter shade of the blue. And I'm just squeezing the icing. I'm not really going around the edge. I'm just squeezing it in the middle. And now we're going to just smooth it with the scribe. I switched to a thicker scribe. And we need to go all the way down here. Okay. I don't know if you can tell the color. This one is darker, this is lighter. Okay, can you tell? So first I made my dark color, then I saved a little bit of it, and then I added some white to it, and then that's the color I'm using for the fender. Let's repeat this on the other side. Thank you, Sally. Bye, Heather. Good luck. I think Heather is the one who is going to physical therapy, I think, right? So good luck. Again, I'm just piping in the middle. You can see that a lot of icing is coming out, so I'm putting quite a lot of pressure on my piping bag, and it's filling in the section nicely. Now we're just going to smooth any points here and there. Okay, so after this, you can actually do some detail work if you want to, if your icing is dry. So now I'm going to add, let's do the outline here. So this is about piping consistency here. So I'm going to go around here and then bring it down to the fender here. Like this. There's a little spike here, so let's smooth that. And now we're going to come all the way here and bring that up here. Okay. Now at this point, I'm going to also make the handle. So yes, Heather. So good luck at physical. I actually finished my physical. Those of you who are familiar with my case, I think in November, beginning of November, I got injured, and then I developed like a really severe case of frozen shoulder, and I wasn't able to move for several weeks. Like when I say move, I couldn't brush my teeth. Like it was horrible. But 5 months of physical, and I'm feeling much better. It's going to take a while for me to get the full range of motion in my shoulder, but it's much better. I just have to keep doing the exercises, and I'm so happy. So now, this is a blue edible marker, Food Doodlers, really popular brand, and I have been using these for many years. So I'm going to do the handle here. So bear with me here. I'm going to first draw this rectangle here. Fill that in. And I know you're probably like, what is she doing, right? And now, yes, thank you, Karen. Me too. You have like, I'm absolutely ecstatic. I'm so thrilled that I can finally move around. I can't swim yet, but we'll get there. But I can move around, and I'm exercising more, so it just feels much better. because I have anxiety. So if I don't exercise, it's like I can't sleep. It's just horrible. Do you guys suffer with anxiety? It's such a terrible thing to deal with, but exercise really helps. All right, so let's do the handle. So for the handle, I'm using, this is gray, and I'm just going to pipe basically a V shape. And now with the scribe, I'm just going to smooth it and accentuate this end here. Okay. So now, because the fender is still wet, we have to wait for it to dry or crust. So I'm going to move this over here. This is a very simple design. You can make it more complicated. Like I said, you can airbrush. I love the idea of the peace sign. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I am so sorry. That's what I had. Yeah, I had also tendonitis, and I had what? Yeah, it's so painful. I really feel for you, Sharon. So just be patient with yourself because it takes a while. Hello, Claudia. Thank you, Sally. Thank you, Darlene. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, exercise. It's really great. Push-ups. Okay. Thanks, Jeremy. I actually did some girly push-ups today. I'm not allowed to do the full push-ups yet, but I will keep that in mind if I feel the anxiety coming. All right. So here I'm just going to we have to do this again. But since this is dry, um, we can do the lights, and I'm going to do the handle again, and then do the outlines, and then we'll do the logo, which is super easy to do. Okay, so let's switch. This is my correct bag, I think. Yes. Okay. So let's do this again. Those of you who are just joining in, I'm decorating Volkswagen Beetle Cookies. As you can see, cutter is from Anne Clark. It's a really nice cutter, easy to work with. Well, all their cutters. The cutters are amazing. I love their cutters. Actually, we can go, if you want, you can go around the windows as well. Now let's do the handle again. So for the handle, I'm using blue. This is blue edible marker by Food Doodlers. I want to ask, this handle. My husband, he's into cars, and gosh, he always looks at cars like when women wear rings. You scratch the finish, and he hates that. And yeah. Oh, Sharon, absolutely, absolutely. A dog might help. Yes, that'll be. Yeah, you are too quiet, Jeremy. So yes, absolutely. Yes, you don't realize how much you use your shoulder till. Oh God, yeah. Till I couldn't mix my realizing for months and months. It was like torture. It really was. Yeah, you absolutely. You don't think you're using your shoulder, and then yet somehow you feel the shoulder. Yeah, just be careful. Don't push it. Don't push it, Sharon. It's gonna take a while. All right, so let's do the handle. Again, this is the gray royal icing, about 20 seconds or so. Let's move this end here. Now I'm going to do the bottom also here with the gray. Thank you, Claudia. Yeah, I read about the breathing exercises. I have been doing those for one breathing. It's not a lot, but it's one breathing exercise that actually a physical therapist showed me. So that does help a lot. But sometimes you forget. You forget. I also heard that cold shower, if you're feeling that it's coming, basically it's kind of the same effect as exercise, right? You take your mind off, so your body hurts, so then you don't have the anxiety. I guess that's how I explain it anyway. And then I'm gonna go over here. And now we can do the light. So for the light, I'm gonna go with, I've got white and red. I gotta use that red because I made like, look, I made so much red for my Beetle cookies, and then I decided to do it blue because red is not even on a list of popular colors, which I thought was super popular. But you know, if you, I think I might do a Christmas version, adding the tree on the top, because that's where I got the red, you know, to make it more festive for the holidays. Christmas season would be really swift out. It froze a little bit. Oh yeah, yeah, I understand, Joe. Yeah, the dog is like another child, basically. Yeah, my cousin, they have. I don't know if bunnies would have the same effect as dog, but she's got these. I don't know the breed, but they're these huge bunnies with really long ears, and they're just the cutest thing ever. Okay, so I'm gonna do the red one first. It's just two small rectangles, basically, and they're gonna be next to each other. I'm not going to wait for these to cross. These are just some small details. If you don't feel like making these, you can just maybe even skip that or do a little ball or something like that, or a dot of yellow. Okay. And I'm just looking if I need to add anything else. No, I think that's it. Oh no, yeah, no, I forgot. We need to do the logo. Today, when I shared in my Instagram stories, I actually tagged Volkswagen España because I'm in Spain. And it was funny because they replied, and I shared the picture of undecorated cookie, and they replied, "Well, we want to see the result." So after I'm done, I'm going to send them a picture. Thank you, Judy. Yeah, it eliminates the painting. You know, like I know a lot of people are into painting with edible colors. You can definitely do that. Because I used lighter shade blue on the fender, I think it's not so necessary. But if you want, you could add some paint also to make it the way you like it. Okay, and let's see. Oh, you have a garden. That's amazing. Oh, yeah. Well, garden is also wonderful. We unfortunately don't have the vegetable garden anymore, but we have succulent garden. Thank you, Sharon. You clean a lot. We have very clean. Well, that's not. I mean, the anxiety is terrible, but the clean house is wonderful. You can come anytime. I think I also sometimes will clean. Yeah, to the point it's like, why am I doing this? Why do I have to clean the drawers? Yeah, well, I'm not sure about that. But thank you, Jeremy. I think I need to make a white one. How can you learn to get specific colors? Um, Practice makes perfect. You can. What I would recommend if I personally don't like to mix colors directly together. I mean, I prefer using where I like. Let's say I want to get um, sage or something like maybe I can't even think of the color. But oftentimes, let's say I will have black royal, like I will often use black royal icing, brown or ivory to kind of mute different colors to see what I can get out of it. Like if you add directly black food coloring to your green, black is so strong that you really have to add really minuscule amounts. So using royal icing kind of eliminates that problem with adding too much color, because once you add too much black, it's kind of like, oh. So I like to use royal icing instead of gel. So I have colored royal icing, and then if I need to mix certain color, I like to add royal icing into my already mixed royal icing, if that makes sense, especially if I'm using black. Okay, so what am I doing? I'm doing the logo. So let's do the logo here. So I'm using, this is edible marker from Rainbow Dust, super popular. It's a dual marker. So one end has a super fine tip, and then the other end is a standard size tip. Exactly, Judy, absolutely. I was like, what? White? I'm like, where are all the white cars? Because I have never, or maybe I'm not, maybe because it's not so obvious that I don't even notice it. I don't know. Thank you, Monica. Oh yeah, yeah, guys. So yeah, I've heard that there is a lot of smoke coming from Canadian wildfires, and I understand it's pretty bad. We've had something like that here last year, and I remember it's like the sky wasn't even there. It was just like this yellow haze. Yeah, exactly, yellow haze, and we actually also got ashes. So I think it's better to stay indoors if you can, or wear a mask when you go out. Yes, yes, Yvette, there's going to be a video that you can watch after. It's in the live stream tab. So, okay, let me, I'm just going to finish that. I've been talking too much. So, this is the logo, and I felt like the tire is a good spot for this. So, I'm doing the V and then there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, we've seen some images, so it's pretty bad. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hopefully it will clear in a few days. It really just depends how the wind blows, I have to say. So hopefully it will clear for you guys in a few days. And while I'm at it, I also want to remind you that, oh, I have a new tutorial available free on my blog. You can celebrate the baseball season with these baseball cookies. Let me grab a link for you guys. And I also provide an alternative to airbrushing on the blog, because these are done with the airbrush to create a realistic kind of dirt, if you will. But you can also use some other things to make it look like that. And also, I wanted to, let's see. So as if you remember, I talked about June 14th. It's American Flag Day. Although these are not decorated per se, there's no real icing. But if you plan on celebrating, these are really fun to make, and you could then use them for 4th of July. Just have the log. These are basically icebox cookies. So you can just have them in the freezer and use them later. Also recipe on the blog. And those of you who are still in the graduation month, you can find a variety of different ideas on how to decorate the graduation cap cookie. So here I included a school logo, and here the tassel was made using I used a grass piping tip, which is really fun to use, and it just gives such a realistic result. Here, this was a request from a graduate of Penn State University a couple of years ago, and she had a custom cap. The top was custom made. Somebody, I guess a friend, designed it, so I used it on the cookies. And these are my latest from last year, Game Over. I think these are just so cute and appropriate for the graduate, game over, real life starts now. So all of these are available on the blog. Let me just see the comments. I see them coming. Yeah, I believe, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Plus, you can get also sick from this smoke, like you inhale it, and it's really not good for you. Thank you, Judy. Oh, Monica, you with 5 plus? Wow, that's amazing. My brother-in-law, I think he actually has original Beetle somewhere, and he's in the process of restoring it, if I'm not mistaken. But I believe it takes a while to restore the original. So that's gotta be really neat to have all those wonderful cars around you. So thank you. I'm glad you like these. So let me, like I said, these are not too complicated. These are not too complicated. And if you are not a fan of black windows, you could also. But since I used blue for the base, if you may be making white ones, you could also make like sky blue windows if you are not a fan of black. Yeah. Let me see if we have anything else here that I wanted to share. I think that's it. Yeah. So I will be going live again. I'm on next Wednesday. That's June 14th. I didn't see any suggestions from you guys, but I will try something. Maybe I will try something floral. And also a reminder to sign up for the newsletter. Let me just bring in here. And the newsletter, it's a newsletter for the general blog, and there is also a part, once you sign up, you'll get an email to confirm, and there is also an option to sign up just for the cookie decorating newsletter, which will put you in a group that so I know you're interested in getting reminders about lives and all the cookie decorating stuff, specifically about cookie decorating stuff. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed today's session with me. I really had fun making these, and I think in different colors they will look beautiful. They don't have to be just white and black. You can just make them in any color you want. And if you do make them or use my template, I would love to see your creations. You can tag me on Instagram or even send me your pictures through email. You can find me on Instagram. My handle is Hanielas. If you are not familiar with my account, so you can just easily find me there. Thank you so much, guys, and I will see you next week. Stay well and be safe. Bye, guys.